A very good morning to all of you students. Previously in this chapter, we have discussed about the roots and its functions. Today once again we are continuing with the lesson number 4, parts of a plant and their uses, and we'll be studying about the other parts of plants. So let's begin. Today we'll study about stem. So first of all, what are the functions of stems? It keeps the plant upright. It carries water and minerals from the roots to the leaves. It carries food prepared by the leaves to different parts of the plant. In some plants, it even stores food like sugarcane, ginger, and potato, and we eat stems of these plants as food. Now we'll discuss about the leaf. Here you can see a structure of a leaf. So let's first discuss about the structure of a leaf. Leaves grow on the stem and its branches. They are of different shapes and sizes. And do you know, children, that they are mostly green in color? And why they are green in color? Due to the presence of a green substance called chlorophyll. Now, when you observe a leaf closely, the green and flat part of the leaf is called the leaf blade. Then there is a tube in the middle of a leaf which is known as main vein. There are many side tubes which arises from the main vein. They are called side veins. A leaf is attached to the branch through a leaf stalk, and the undersurface of the leaf has many tiny holes or pores which are called stomata. They help the plant to breathe. Now, what are the functions of leaf? Leaves prepare food for the plant. They give out extra water from the plant. They store food in some plants, and we eat the leaves of such plants such as spinach, coriander, cabbage, and mint. Then they help the plant to take in and give out air through stomata. Next we'll discuss about the photosynthesis process. We all are aware that green plants make their own food. So, in the presence of carbon dioxide and water, sunlight and chlorophyll. This process of making of food by green plants is called photosynthesis. It takes place in the green leaves. Next is transpiration. Plants use only a very small amount of water to prepare their food. And what happens with the rest of the water? The rest of the water is released into the air as water vapor through stomata. This loss of excess water from the plants, mainly through leaves, as water vapor, is called transpiration. Next part of plant which we are going to discuss is flowers. Most plants bear flowers. Flowers can be of different shapes, sizes and colors. Most of the flowers have pleasant smell. Flowers mainly help in the reproduction. That is, they produce fruits and seeds. Next is germination of seeds. New plants grow mostly from seeds. Every seed has a baby plant inside it. When a seeds get enough of water, air and sunlight, the baby plant starts growing from the seed. And this growth of a baby plant from a seed is called germination of seed. Now we'll study about some useful products which we get from plants. We get as such many products for plants. Let's discuss few of them. Number 1 is spices. Dried fruit seeds and roots of some plants are used as spices. We add spices to add flavor to our food. Example, cardamom, chili, clove, mustard, turmeric, etc. We also get oil from the seeds of plants like groundnut, mustard, sunflower and coconut. The oils that we use in cooking are called edible oils. We get even beverages like tea and coffee. We also get medicines from plants. Parts of some plants are used as medicines. Such plants are called medicinal plants. For example, neem, tulsi, amla, ginger. We also get wood from plants or wood from trees like shisham, teak and sal. We get even pulses like rajma, moong, masoor, etc. Cereals like wheat, rice, maize, jowar. Fruits like apple, banana, mango, guava, etc. And vegetables like carrot, potato, spinach, tomato, etc. So these are the things which we get from plants. Well, that's all for today in our chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.